So what's up? It's time for a RealRam rant and review. So I just finished watching the Wu-Tang series, season 1, episode 6. And I have been wanting to talk about the Alabama Brawl for quite some time, and I've been holding out. But this episode has got me wired. So I'm gonna try not to go off, but here's the thing. Okay, so the episode ended, and y'all know I don't remember nobody's names, but the episode ended with, I think the dude name is Power, whatever. So I'm just gonna go with the character. So the drug dealer, one of the drug dealers, the guy who used to be in the military that kind of running the streets, he comes up on the scene after the neighborhood grandma called the cops because they kept rapping outside her window and threw a rock through her window. So she called the cops because this guy wasn't present to kind of keep everybody in line. So the cops come, they're making a scene. So there's one black cop. There's one black cop. And the thing is, he knows people. It was just another scene where he was just speaking to Bobby's mom. So he knows people. And so now it's a showdown between the black cop and the black drug dealer as to who has the power in the hood. No matter that the cops were called there, so the cop think he's in power, but the drug dealer, this is his hood and he knows that the dudes listen to him. So he's just trying to keep the peace. Power struggle. Black cop ends up killing him. None of the cops are doing anything to intervene, to stop, nothing. And of course, all the dudes on the block are trying to intervene. The white cops are stopping them. So how does this relate to the Alabama Brawl? It's because that led to more conversations. And I heard on SiriusXM, I heard the question, what if just one of those white guys were a cop? Would that have changed the reaction of all the individuals? Because what our people tend to do is now we resist. And that was put on display at the biggest time, of course, in the George Floyd situation and all others. But George Floyd, when you got someone who knows CPR, you got someone who knows martial arts, everything, but we all sit back at the power that is being enforced by the cops. So we don't intervene. So again, in this here situation, though it's a movie, but you got black on black. Here we go, black on black crime. You got the drug dealer versus the cop who's just power hungry. That's all he was. His ego was messed up. So he kills the black drug dealer and nobody does anything, but they're trying to stop people from intervening. So in the Alabama Brawl, everybody jumped in because we tired. But there's the question. What if just one of those white guys were a cop? What would people do? The question was also asked, what if the employee was gay or transgender? I thought that was a stupid question because how would you know? How would you know? But I guess the fact is that people knew that guy and that's why they came to his aid, is because they knew him. But regardless, when in the moment, not everybody knew him that jumped in. A lot of the people were employees or co-workers, but not everybody. So if one of those white guys were a cop, if the employee was transgender or gay, would we still jump in at the rate that we did and have this unification? But I would like to know, What if it was another minority? Would we have still had that same energy? Would we have kept that up? Would we have watched a Muslim? Would we have watched an Asian? Would we have watched a Mexican get that same power, and would we have helped? Or is it just black people are trying to help black people? But again, that cop, this one was a black on black, but the point still is other cops did nothing to prevent this from happening. One, because you could hear them talking. You can hear that this cop, it was all about his ego. And he tased the dude. He tased him for nothing. Then you did nothing to intervene while he's choking the guy out. Raise him up off the ground. Once you, like, I know Wu-Tang came out a long time ago, which means this happened, I don't know, in the 80s and 90s, I don't know. But no matter what, all cop training tells you that you cannot lift people off the ground. Like there's nothing in your chokehold that says it's okay to lift people off the ground. So they did nothing to intervene. And then once he's dead or dying, you do nothing. I still, for the life of me, cannot understand why cops do not try to do CPR. I did learn that not all cops are trained in all life. I'm not really going to say CPR, but the reason why they don't intervene is because they're not all trained in life-saving. I don't know. But they should all be CPR trained. So they don't even make attempts at doing CPR. You just let people just lay out. And also, although this is just TV, but it happens in real life also, that they don't even take their radio and like call it in, asking for help. That is really what just irritates me. I can't stand that. Just because you have the power and the authority to do things and stop people, once something goes wrong, you got to take action. Yeah, we're going to be mad that you let this particular thing happen. We're going to be mad that you even did it. But now that it's done, you better do something. Do something. It's just like with our kids. And I tell my kids all the time, you spilled something, don't just look at it. They're going to pick it up, clean it up, go get a towel, go clean it up. Don't just stand there looking. Yes, you could have prevented it by not drinking whatever it was the way that you did it, or not putting the cup on the edge so that it gets spilled over, or paying attention and you wouldn't have knocked it over. But you've spilled it now. You've spilled it. Clean it up. Don't just look. So cops, you choke somebody out, you kill them. Back to the original question that I have. Why do they do that? And when are we going to enter? Are we going to continue to try to intervene? Are we going to continue to intervene? Are we going to continue this same energy that we have? And what if one of those cops in the Alabama brawl were white? Would that have changed our response? That's what I got. Wu-Tang Clan got me all amped up. But please answer. Leave me a comment. Like and share this video. And be sure that you subscribe.
I can't do this anymore.
Because the conversation should never die.
I've been trying to keep it moving. Now we going north, going up 2, 3. Up 2, 3.
What if the
got this joy inside of me because I can't do this anymore. Left my past all on the floor. I've been trying to keep it moving. Now we going north, going up 2, 3. Up 2, 3. Got this joy inside of me because I got the key. We've been really moving places, always on the low. I was shining in the tunnel cause I got the glow. People really